Video, I'm going to share you about what are the challenges faced by a tester. So based on my experience, we have certain kind of points, and also for having more accurate points, I discussed with one of our followers. Okay. So she is working as a dedicated tester for last few years. I collected few points from her. So that also will be helpful for you, like how we are going to face the issues, like what kind of issues will be coming from a tester. So those kind of things we are going to discuss today. And if you see that one, the dedicated tester means if you see few big projects and all, they keep a separate testing team. Okay, in SAP also. So the configuration team or development team will complete and give that team for the testing. So they perform the regression testing or UAT, regression testing and system integration testing they do. And UAT, as usual, the business people are going to do it. So what kind of challenges they generally get it? So let's go through those challenges. I hope it will be helpful for you when you face interview and also when you get any role as a tester, or even as a normal consultant, you are going to involve in testing phase, right? You will do the config, you also will do the testing at that point of time. Definitely these points will be helpful, how to mitigate the situation, how to make things better. Well in advance, you can ask the team to provide respective data to avoid more issues. That's what our main agenda of this meet, whatever video we are going to discuss today. Each point you learn before your testing starts, you keep this checklist and highlight your project management and the team who is going to provide you the data. So that will be beneficial for you. So let's go to the topic today. What are the challenges faced by a tester? So testing, we know after configuration or after development is completed, we move to the testing phase. So if there is a dedicated team, we ask them to run these test scripts. Okay, if, run these cases, they only have to prepare the test script based on the understanding what kind of changes were happened, whether it is only a change in the existing process or else it's a brand new process. Based on that, they have to update the test scripts or prepare the test scripts and work on that respective solution. Okay. So if you see the first point, non-availability of low-level or high-level design diagram. So it's mainly if it is a new process, the proper documentation, like what exactly was done, what are the modules involved, okay, and who is going to do what step. Those kind of information is not provided properly to the test team so that they are not able to visualize the end-to-end testing. Okay, they might miss one or two things, or later they would find that issue, and later again they will do the retesting. Okay, so the master data preparation is not proper because they didn't understand the exact changes. So there were generic master data was prepared, but based on the changes, they have to take a proper master data. So all these kind of challenges will be faced by the tester because of the design details are not shared properly to the testing team. The another one will be like since testing will be the last phase. Okay, let us. Okay. So since testing is the last leg of the project, we have to face a lot of time crunch. Yeah, generally what happens, they don't allocate proper time for the regression testing and UAT and all, they give some point of time, and this much time only they allocate for testing. But you know, right, in the regular project point of view, there would be overlapping of certain developments will get delay or requirements keep on coming, new requirements. So during that kind of frequent changes and the challenges, the time which they allocated for testing may be reduced. Initially, they planned for 4 weeks, but they might pressure or they might request to complete within 3 weeks. Or that line, when you are getting such kind of a request, definitely you are not able to complete and you have to work additional hours. And sometimes the testing quality also will come down because supposed to run for 4 companies, you may run for 3 companies, or else you may not do the end-to-end the proper with less number of lines of purchase order creation. So these kind of things also may happen when the time is not sufficient for the team to do the execution. Okay, so these kind of challenges also faced by the tester. Non-availability of code change or method change during the CR testing. Yeah, for example, if the change request means already there are 2, 3 programs, and every program they were adding certain kind of information. For example, they were adding some changes, or they were adding bug fixes, or else they added certain new logic for that. At that point of time, uh, they will face the issues like how they are going to work on that, and they have not shared the exact changes happen, so the testing is not efficient, or testing team will suffer what area they need to test, because the program has 10 functionalities, which functionality they changed, which functionality is affected, that kind of availability, the non-availability of code changes. Okay. The next one will be like reason for every defect is not data issue. So usually when we raise a defect for a feature passed in unit testing, and if that fails in SAT, it's not always data issue. When we have SAP and multiple third-party system, the data travel might have issue with mapping, etc. So what exactly the point concern is, whenever this testing team is raises some kind of issues, right? Then the development team, like main consulting team, may raise that this is master data issue, or you have not maintained a certain kind of master data, and the data is not proper. They might say like that, but what the point was saying, like, not always every issue is a data issue. There could be that during development, they have not mapped the fields properly with the middleware, the third party system. So SAP has 18 characters material code, and they might have 20, but that was not properly maintained. So they might get something more than 18. So such kind of any mapping issues, so those kind of things also are possible for such kind of challenges. That's what it was mentioned. Less time given for pre-testing activities like test data creation, system authorization, middleware, integration team, functional team interaction. Again, the testing time was reduced. Suddenly they reduce, they don't give the proper time, although they're requesting 5 weeks for entire doing SIT and regression testing, or else SIT to hand over for UAT. At that point of time, they might give 1 week less, and because of that one, they have to prepare the test data, like creating of a few. There will be certain guidelines, like before go for SIT, you complete at least 50% of master data should be available, and authorizations for UAT, you have to prepare the authorization, or else in the testers also need the required authorization to execute the new transaction codes and any other program changes and all. So the middleware setup, like middleware should be available in the test environment. Okay, the middleware should call the third system also should have a test environment to receive our data or to make transactions. So generally they face challenges because of that timeline. No adequate information available on documentation, detailed explanation of development is missing. So somewhat this is duplicate for this point. Non-availability of code change. Yeah, something like, okay, we can put it like no adequate information. Somewhat it is similar to the same kind of a change. So no proper information about the changes, no proper information about the respective development or new things. The design diagram is not shared. So these kind of challenges, and giving less time and expecting more to complete on time. So these kind of challenges are faced by the tester. And from tester side, they should be careful, and they should be proper to prepare the master data, and uh, they should be proper to prepare master data and connecting to that middleware and third party system. The quality system is connected to our quality system or not, the connection testing, and working with basis to do all the required proper details like Scott or any other RFC settings, everything is proper or not. These all things prerequisites need to be taken care by testers, so that they can save a lot of time to avoid those kind of connection issues, and suddenly middleware is not sending, middleware is not pop up with that data. Suddenly you transmitted some 20,000 materials, and without proper packages, so that it was completely stuck in middleware. Then further transactions are not happening, because already in the queue middleware is holding that much data, so it is taking time to process it. So these kind of common things they have to manage properly. Okay. So that's it as a challenges faced by the tester. I hope this video will be helpful for every SAP consultant, not only for the people who are working as a dedicated tester or testing department. Yeah, as a consultant, you do the configuration, you do the testing, all those things. Okay. Thanks again for your valuable time. And if you like the video, you like it, and keep sharing with all of your circle. Thank you.